Jai Gurudev students. Children, last time we have completed our chapter number 5. So today we will start chapter number 6. Name of the chapter 6 is The Animal Kingdom. So in this chapter, students, we will study about the different behavior of animals and how they spend their life in this, how they are moving from one place to another, and about the different category of animals we will study in this chapter. Okay, you know that what is animal kingdom? Scientists, they classify the living things into mainly two categories. All the plants they kept under the plant kingdom, and animals, whether they are very small or biggest animal, they kept under a single category which is called animal kingdom. So about animal kingdom, this chapter we will study one by one through these paragraphs. So let's read. Animals do not have homes as we have. They generally live in groups. Each animal group moves together as a team. The oldest member of this team is the team leader. They stay together to find food and water, protect themselves from enemies, groom the young ones, enjoy the group. So children, here in this paragraph, first paragraph, what they try to explain, that all the animals are homeless, means as we are living at our homes, animals don't have any home, and they move from one place to another place to for the search of their food, for protecting themselves from the other enemies. Enemies means those animals which can feed on them, means which can kill them for their food. So they protect them also, and to give training to their young ones. Also they move from one place to another. When young ones or babies of animals, when they are growing up, animals also teach them that how to get food, how to move from one place to another, okay, with the group, and they enjoy also by living in their group. So children, when animals move from one place to another, generally means we can say that 95% animals, they live in groups always, and they show their movement in their groups only, and always one member of that group is the leader of that full group of animals, and which is the leader animal, that is the oldest animal among all these all the group. Okay, so children, about that they have shown here, and see in this picture also, means here are the animals, horses are there, and they also move in group, and one of the horse, which is the oldest horse here, and this is called the leader of this full team, or we can say this is this oldest animal, which is a leader of the team. It only lead the group, or it only give instructions to the full animals that how to move. It tells the way also, where to go and what to do. That leader only lead the group. So children, let's see the next paragraph. Cows, buffaloes, horses, elephants, zebras and deers are some animals that live in groups. Each group is called a herd. Children, you see that here they have given the name of different animals: cows, buffaloes, horses, elephants, zebra and deer. Group of these separate animals means when these all the animals they live in their groups or they move from one place to another in the group, so their group of these separate group of these animal, they are called as herd. Herd means here they have shown a group of horses, so group of horses is called herd of horses. In the same way, group of zebra is called herd of zebra. This is a collective noun actually. You must have studied in your English grammar. Okay, when group of anything is called, then we use a specific word for that group. In the same way, group of these animal is called as herd of that animals. Just like you, that you all students, when you are in a group, then your group is called a class. Class is a collective noun. Okay, in the same way they have given about animals. So different animals they call by different words. Insects such as ants, bees and termites live together in groups called colonies. So all the insects, whether they are ants, bees, termites, mosquitoes, or we can say cockroaches or any kind of insect is there, these all group of all the insects, they are called colonies. Okay, and group of lions and tigers, they are called pride of tigers, pride of lions. When they are in group, we use the term pride for them. A group of chimpanzees, gorillas or monkeys is called a band. Band word we use for group of monkeys or chimpanzee, gorilla. These, for all these animals we use the word band for their group. Fishes of one kind stay together in groups called shoals. Here children, you can see that group of fishes is called by different term, shoals. Okay, group environments seem to be quite advantageous, but this is not always the case. Where there are advantages of food sharing, safety and finding a mate, there is a risk of contacting diseases from each other and being easily spotted by stronger animals and predators. Children, here you can see that when the animals, any kind of animals, when they live in groups, there are some advantages also. Means इसके बहुत फायदे भी हैं उन animals को group में रहने के. What are the advantages? Here they have written food sharing. They can share food from each other. Okay, and they can easily get food when they live in groups, and they can get safety, means they easily fight with another animals if come near them. And finding a mate means they can easily find a partner for reproduction process. But there are some disadvantages also. Okay, means there is a risk, उनके लिए ये harmful भी है. How it is harmful? Because if one of the member will be infected with any disease, then other animal also get that infection from one animal. Okay, so other than this, when they are in group, you know that when the animal move from one place to another, then they spread, they go in a big group. So they can be easily visible by the other predators. Like predator means those animals which kill the other animals for their food. So predators just like lion, tiger, they can easily see the other animals. Suppose a herd of deer or zebra is going somewhere, okay, and if they are in herd, or we can say they are in groups, then these lions or tigers, they can easily see from very far away that group of deer are going somewhere, so they can attack on them. And one of the member, if it is living means leave behind or left behind, or we can say if one of the member is weaker or diseased person or not able to walk properly, then it can easily find out or captured by these predators. Understand? So these are the some we can say terms they used here for the different animals, how we can call their groups. So here at the bottom of this page they have given, did you know, all a group of owls is called a parliament. Okay children, here group of owls, they have given a word parliament, means when group of owl is there, then we can use this word for them. And group of dolphins is called a shool. This is a spelling of school, but for here we use the word, we pronounce this word as shool. Here C is silent, okay, we not say school. Spellings of school and this shool is also same, but its pronunciation is different. So keep it in mind that dolphin, group of dolphins are called shool of dolphin. But you know that other group of fishes we have seen here, group fishes of one kind stay together in group is called shoals. Other fishes, when they are in group, for them word is different, shoals we use, but here we use the term shool for the dolphins. Okay, group of dolphin is called shool. So children, next page we will study in the next video.